the end of Indian contingents. Pawan.
Yes. What happened? You're still struggling.
Seriously.
You're still struggling to say that, okay, that it's over. No.
Yeah.
It has finally ended because August 10th, 2024, India's Paris Olympics campaign is over.
And now they'll either end with 6 medals or at max 7.
Yep.
If Vinesh Fogart is awarded a joint silver.
So what has happened is we were all waiting until 10:40 at this point in time because the match that was happening between Medit and Kennedy Adams has ended. Now Medit, the number 1 seed in the 76 kilo category, had to reach the final so that she could ensure Reetika Hooda, the lone Indian in the 76 kilo category, would play the bronze medal repechage.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in what was a very tight tussle, Medit lost 6-8 to Kennedy Adams. And that is why now, because Medit lost before the final, India, all the opponents that she defeated before, they are also eliminated. So the last hope that India had was from Reetika Hooda. She started well by beating Bernadette Neige 12-2. But then she lost in the most heartbreaking circumstances, 1-1 to Medit. And that is the reason why India's campaign has ended in the Paris Olympics. As Siddharth Gulati said, whether it will be 7 or whether it will be 6, that remains to be seen tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. IST because of the Vinesh Fogart situation. We are coming to you live after 1 hour of what has happened when before, because Vinesh Fogart, the verdicts was expected at 9:30 p.m. today IST, but now it is not happening.
Yes.
CAS delayed it, and that is why we did a very short live, about 20-25 minutes, and we ensured that we gave you all the information there. Now, after that, the main contention was 10:30 rather. The match between Medit and Kennedy Adams, because if Kennedy Adams had lost and Medit had gone into the final, then Reetika Hooda would have played the bronze medal repechage tomorrow at 5 p.m. IST. But unfortunately, that was not to be. In a game that you would say was quite close. I mean, it was Adams who was leading 3-2 at certain points. But then there was a close tussle. She extended it to 8-2. But Medit came back with 2 technical points and she was quite aggressive towards the
6-8.
6-8. And then what happened was that she took a video referral, but then she lost that also. So, in a way, when you look at it, India's campaign had to end in a very sad way. Wrestling was the last event that you had to look for, and now that is why that's over.
Well, there was a tinge of disappointment when this live started, and that's why I couldn't really process that. I couldn't really find words to make sure how I would sum up India's campaign, because just before the beginning of this live, I was telling Siddharth and our producer Pawan that you're probably going to end with 6 or at max 7 medals. You look at the number of 4th place finishes that India have had in this Olympics. They have been as many as 6. Now imagine it could have been the first time that had those 4th place finishes being converted into those medal thing. Who knows, India could have had their double digit tally for the first time at a single Olympics.
Well, now either it's 6 or 7, we'll only come to know about it tomorrow, because tomorrow the Olympics closing ceremony is going to happen at 12:30 p.m. IST, AM IST rather.
Yeah. Which is going to be 12th August.
12th August.
By the Indian Standard
Time. So we don't have anything tomorrow when we have to look at events. Yes, you will have India. There is nothing there at this point in time. There will be breakdancing. There will be all the other things that is there. So
there are only 2 things that are going to be important for tomorrow. One is going to be the 9:30 p.m. IST. We'll have the final verdict on Vinesh Fogart's disqualification case. Hopefully, we'll have that final thing, and if that does not really happen, if the hearing is still extended, then it's going to be an unprecedented thing in the history of Olympics, as I would say, or maybe in the history of the time the Court of Arbitration for Sport has been there. And the second thing is obviously going to be the Paris Olympics closing ceremony, which is going to take place at 12:30 AM IST, August 12th.
So India's Olympics Paris 2024 is over. We now await only one major development, and that is Vinesh Fogart, which will happen tomorrow at 9:30. Then after that, 2-3 hours later is the closing ceremony, and then we bid adieu to Paris Olympics. But then after that, 3-4 days later is the Paralympics. So let us see how that pans out. But then India's campaign is over. In wrestling, you will get only one medal, and that is courtesy Aman Sehrawat.
Yeah.
Will there be a second medal? That remains to be seen tomorrow if Vinesh Fogart gets the silver. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. We are reaching a very important landmark of 500K. Help us get there tomorrow, because it will be a monumental achievement indeed if that happens.
True.
So thank you so much, folks. Bye-bye. Good night from me, Sid Gulati and Pawan. See you soon.